I work hard each and every day. I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say.
Hey, what's up guys? In this video I'm going to talk about the Awakening Lahns mobility. We are firstly going to go through the Lahns stamina and then into some mobility skills that you can use for short and long distances. After this I will talk a little bit about how to mouse to move. Lastly, I'm going to give you some nice tips on how to move around. Note that this video is only recommendations that works very good for me, and a lot of these mobilities can also be used in different orders depending on the current situation or what you intend to do. The purpose of this video is for you to learn how to move around using various skills. First up, I think it's important that we talk about the stamina of the class. Lahn is a squishy class that uses a lot of her mobility to stay alive or to preserve HP in preparations of any engage by staying away from the attacks. The Awakening Lahn is very protected using different kind of forward guards, super armors, but is most likely to get hit during the engages. The more you move around, the more stamina you use, and for these reasons the Lahn have stamina issues. Knowing about other classes and how they engage other players is a big plus to preserving your own stamina on the Lahn so you don't make unnecessary movements. Ways of increasing your stamina is by increasing your breath level. You can do this by simply just run around in the game. You can also boost it with the sweet juices that you can get in many different ways. For example, leveling up on your season character and get the rewards, buying them from the Loyalty, Node War or Guild Shop. You can also get them from the Red Battlefield quest, etc. You could also get more stamina by using different kinds of crystals in your gear, different lightstone combos. You could also upgrade your weapons with a Garmoth heart, etc. You can also use different kind of buffs, elixirs and perfumes to increase your stamina. And lastly, by doing different kinds of urinals in the game. These are some of the different ways for you to increase your stamina. Let's head on to how to use your mobilities. So this is one of the mobilities I usually could use to move around in the game. All of the mobilities I use depends on what I try to do. If it's in PvP or in PvE is going to be different. In PvE, for example, sometimes you don't need to move that far away to get to the next pack. Using a simple forward dash is enough. If you kill the pack super fast, then you can just simply go into Ice of Blood to engage the next pack, side dash into Awakening and attack. Some PvE spots have longer distances in between the packs, so using a series of mobility skills are one option, or simply just one flight is another option. For PvP I usually want to save my flight for either engages or disengages. This is why I most of the times use a series of mobility skills like Bloody Stride, Ice of Blood, Furious Chase, Spring Breeze to move around. Note that in PvP you need to conserve at least, in my opinion, around 30% of your own stamina to whenever you show up at your location. This is because you need stamina to either engage or disengage in a good way. Being super fast doesn't always work out. This combo right here is one of the ways to move around. Knowing about these skills are pretty good for short distances. You could also very easily add or take out some of the skills depending on the distance you need to move. I do prefer to tap the LMB button at the end of the Spring Breeze animation. Also note that the Furious Chase skill can be done in two ways, either to sprint shift LMB or to WRMB. I do prefer to use the sprint shift LMB in the beginning. After this it works a little bit as a filler skill with the WRMB, and you need to linger around for about 1 second for every 2 taps. Let's check it out. So that was the short distance mobility skills. Let me now show you how to run out of stamina using a repeatable skill chain. The reason why I added this is because if you do learn how to do this, then you know all of the important mobility skills. And later on you can use all of these in different combinations for different circumstances. I found it to be easier to do this combo if I lock the catasetum, if that's how you want to call it. Also note in this combo that you'll be using the filler skill Furious Chase 4 times to get rid of the cooldowns. So let's talk a little bit about how to mouse to move with the Lahn class. You can use this mouse to move for many different purposes. Usually how you do it is you press Control and you can see the cursor up on your screen, and then you can simply just move around using your LMB mouse button. You can change this by very easily going to the settings. Most people probably want to have it on some kind of a mouse button. The pros of using the mouse to move, in my opinion, is whenever you fight one player. This is because you can see what the player is doing and you can very easily move around them, confusing them very easily and fast. The cons of using mouse to move with the Lahn is in large scale scenarios fighting multiple people. Whenever you're sprinting around or jumping around, you don't really get that protection because someone is just gonna shoot you with an arrow in the back. So first off, I'm going to show you how to simply just run around. We're now going to take a look at how to forward dash. The mouse to move skill I use the most is the deadly dance, preferably in 1 versus 1 situations. Also flying can be good sometimes to use with the mouse, simply just shift space and hold shift in combination with the cursor moving around. A very good skill to use in a 1 versus 1 situation is the back jump, and you could choose any of the directions you want to move in. In combination with the back jump, you could also aim the grab in any direction after. Whenever I use Ice of Blood with the mouse to move, it's mostly for fun and I guess for flex. But it can be done to catch people around corners. Another skill that is very good in a 1 versus 1, especially if you have the core skill on it, is the Führer, and you go into the Dancing with Death that you can mouse to move. So lastly, I do want to share with you some tips that I picked up with the Lahn throughout the years of playing the class. One tip with the Lahn that a lot of Lahn players learn very late is that you can sprint and jump with the same speed without using any stamina, just like this. The second tip is whenever you need to move on to lower areas, you can simply just run and jump and forward pressing LMB. Thirdly, it's always important that you can fly away fast and protected, so I usually use a dash before I fly away, or I could go into deadly dance and fly away. Pressing Q gives you the buff to sprint without using any stamina, but do note that you will use stamina whenever you use different skills. It's also important that you lock the evasion skill so you don't roll around whenever your stamina is consumed or whenever you have some cooldowns. That was all for me, guys. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to support what I do, please smash that subscribe button and give the video a like. And you can also check me out streaming on Twitch at twitch.tv/TheChilliers. See you guys in the next one.
Got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's fast.